The random validation would simply appear in the general task log on the page corresponding to the task register. There it would be visible that it was verified by the employee without being validated by the admin. And why is this? Because with a large number of tasks, the admin can't validate all satisfactory tasks. This saves time and improves efficiency. At year-end, if there's an external audit, they can review the records. The independent auditor or external audit firm can perform official validations and check if a verification that never entered random validation is correct without penalties. So the key point is that employees save time on random validation by selecting only a sample, thus working with probability. If we randomly check a few, based on a preset validation percentage randomly in the admin panel, if we validate some tasks marked satisfactory by staff, we reduce the risk of errors. So this task has been entered and now needs managing. We see a label saying pending validation. Why? Because it's been verified by the employee. We have 3 days, excluding weekends and holidays, to validate it, which is the admin's responsibility. The date shown is always when the task verification was done. The date isn't dynamic, it doesn't change. This task was made on day X, and due to its frequency, it needs checking on the 15th. We know the employee had to verify the task on the 15th. We could do it on the 16th, but the date would still be the 15th. The counter would just decrease. We'd no longer see a 3, we'd see a 2. We know it's pending validation. If we click the eye icon, we see task info. It's what the employee sees, and we as admins see it too. So we look at the traffic light in the employee check column. They marked it as satisfactory, and now we as admins decide in these two columns if it's correct or not and see what happens. But here, as the user stories about correct task verification and validation will proceed. Next screen. Here we see the task management model. We see some sections. The first section shows the verification image uploaded by the employee. We can add a new image without resubmitting if needed, to provide new instructions or information. Here, we can download or zoom in on the image that the employee has verified. In the second section, employee and admin messages, we see the employee hasn't written anything as it wasn't required. Since the verification had no issues, the employee wasn't obligated to leave a message in the verification submission form. However, as admins, we've left a comment today, the 15th, and the date is always shown by default. The next section displays information about the task. It shows the type of incident and the task status. The task status indicates that it has been verified by the employee.